Welcome once again to our amazing platform. All our viewers all over the world, we are happy to welcome you once again to this amazing episode on Francis Mental Health Solution TV. We can't but thank you, we can't but appreciate all our viewers, both near and far, for your support, for your prayers, for subscribing, for sharing our programs, which I believe must have had significant impact in reshaping people's disposition to themselves and others, as well as bringing insight to individuals on how to navigate their life in such a way that sound mind in a sound body become realistic. I'm sure many of us who have gone thus far in our journey on this platform, haven't watched the first, second episode, would have been wondering, why would Lulu's mom remain in this toxic, in this emotionally troubling and psychologically destabilizing marriage? What could have been the factor keeping her there for many years, suffering in silence in the hand of an abusive husband who not only physically abused her but emotionally traumatizing her to the extent that the home environment became toxic, not only to the children but to her alone? Can someone among us here listening to this program just, what could have been the thought running through your mind of some of the reasons why this woman could not leave? One of the reasons why this woman still keep on pushing on, patiently waiting. What do you think could have been some of the factors responsible for her? Because we see a lot of people today in different toxic relationship and marriage that they are still there despite the fact that it's almost taking their life. Sometimes they were beaten to stupor, to hospitalization. Sometimes we see bruises on their body, yet they are still in that marriage. What could have been responsible? These are things, my viewers, I want you to put in the comment section. What are some of the reasons you thought could be responsible for this? We are living in a society whereby a lot of women are going through a lot, suffering in silence. A lot of women are going through a lot of emotional trauma, silent treatment, yet they are still there, yet they are still going along. What could be some of the explanations psychologically? Or could somebody say, could it be spiritual? Could it be juju? Could it be that somebody has tied this woman down and so she cannot leave even though she's almost losing her life? What do you think will best explain this, my people? This call for attention. You know, I'm a practitioner. I see a lot of cases every time, and sometimes you come to wonder, but why? Why, despite all this, why are these people still in this abusive relationship? Lulu's mother, in the case that we are discussing, happened to be a housewife, and over the years she has been living on the financial supply from her husband. And so when the marriage was relatively rosy, she has put all her hope in Lulu's father that all things being equal is going to be supply all their needs, all the needs in the family. Of course, she was working. Yes, she was working. When I say she was working, despite housewife, is the fact that she is the only one taking care of all the children. She did not have any house help. And it is important for us to know that taking care of children on his own is a big task for women, especially for women who have 1, 2, 3, 4 children. That on his own is another job on his own. And men should also show understanding on this, because there are some men who will say, what work are you doing in this house? Is it not just for you to take care of the children? Taking care of children is a big task. And men should appreciate their wives when they have women, they have wives that can sit and take care of those children. There are also some even wives that are combining the taking care of children with their house, with their employment or their job or their business. So women need to be, I celebrate all our women on this platform. Say kudos to all of you. You are doing fantastically well. You are doing amazingly. So this woman happened to be, her duty over the years has been taking care of these children. And in addition to that, she has been encouraged by the husband not to work, and that she will take care of the responsibility of the family. So now that the table turned around, the situation changed. She doesn't have her own saving. She doesn't have any house for herself. She only relies on the husband, and it became an issue. Leaving the home became an issue. And this calls us to a point I want to discuss in this presentation, in this episode, that marriage is sweet, marriage is interesting. Yes, teaming up with your husband to achieve one thing or the other is very good, but don't lose your identity. But don't lose your job. But don't lose your focus. There are men who, because of narcissistic personality traits, they will want to tell the woman to resign. They will want to tell the woman not to work so that they can have total control and bring the woman to psychological slavery, psychological prison, such that at a crossroad like Lulu's mother got to, they have no choice than to stay, especially if they don't have a supporting family who can help them. So one key that I want parents on this show, this program today, to take along with you is, please empower your ladies, your female gender. Empower your girls. Part of the socialization you will give to them is that they must learn to be independent without relying on the money that will come from their husband when they get married. They must learn to have their own business. They must learn to have their own job. So ensure you educate your girl child. As you are educating the boy's child, educate the girl's child. And let her know that her certificate must be usable. She must use it even in marriage. It's not compulsory. She may be a chartered accountant. She may be a medical doctor. She may even be a clinical psychologist. It doesn't matter. Even she wants to do business. But she must be doing something that must be bringing money. And when she's financially empowered, she will have a voice. This is not to be arrogant. This is not to be proud. Because we also see some women, once they are making more money, more than their husband, they become, they want to rule the home. No. If God allows you as a woman to earn more than your husband, it is not for you to now start misbehaving. It's not for you to start doing things that will be annoying the husband or making your husband to feel inferior. No, it should be a joint and teamwork such that two of you can build a home conducive for the children and for the family. So one of the factors that happen here in this scenario is that Lulu's mom was not gainfully employed beside the taking care of their children. Why this should not have been any problem along at all, because she was actually working in taking care of the children. But we can see the perspective of the man. The man was able to use this to actually show her a lot of discomfort, because he knew that no matter what he did to her, she will not be able to live, especially since she's not financially empowered. So our fathers and mothers on this platform, please empower your girl's child. If they are going to learn a skill, let them learn it to a place where they will get freedom and they will be able to stand on their own. Never send your child, girl's child, your female children into marriage without source of income. This can lead to a lot of challenges, and for young ones that are still growing up, want to get married in the future, don't rush into marriage when you are not yet financially empowered, because what you see today happening can still continue happening tomorrow, and it can change. In other words, this man that is loving you eye and ear and mouth every day now, what if things change later? Then where will you start? Another factor we also want to draw lesson from in Lulu's mom is the fact that she has been concealing this torture, concealing this trauma, this toxic relationship, on the premise that how will people hear this? Oh, if people should hear this, what perception? Because of their position in the society, people must not hear, and she's suffering in silence. The mentality that people must not hear this. In practice, I've seen a lot of people who, because of their status in the society, because of societal expectation and demand, going through a lot of psychological distress in marriage, yet they cannot say it out because of the fear of unknown, the fear of what will befall the man, the fear of what will befall the woman. We are living in a society today when women, for one reason or the other, separated from the man based on some traumatic experiences, physical or emotional abuse. People sometimes try to stigmatize the woman. Is it until she dies there that you will now call her a wise woman? There is no law that ties a woman to an abusive man, or that ties a man to an abusive woman. If every strategy to resolve the whole thing has not worked, there is nothing bad there for a tentative temporary separation, for two of them to go through therapy session, and that can go a long way in rescuing the whole family from trauma. So the mindset, how will people hear this, was also contributory in Lulu's mother's case. How many of us here are listening to this program, or we watch this program, knew people or knows people who are going through one trauma or the other in their marriages, but they dare not say it out because of societal expectation from them that, you are expected to have a perfect marriage. You are expected not to. How many of us, you can put it in the comment section, that you have seen one, or you have seen twice, or you have seen one or two? A lot of people are going through situations like that today, whereby they are just sighing. Can you see me? They are sighing. And this is eating deep into their psychological framework, into their psychological war, making them to be psychologically traumatized. There is always a solution, because information is power. Especially when knowledge came, knowledge is power. When that knowledge is applied, are you going through this situation and you feel like if you tell your friend, they can take it to social media. Or if you tell so people, they are going to use it against you. Or you are going through this trauma in and out, and you are looking at when will the solution come. Congratulations, Francis. Mental Health Solution TV is now at your doorstep. You can consult me. You can reach out to me. You can contact me. I have helped a lot of people resolve marital issues, bring peace and consolation and remedy to homes that are the verge of breaking up, and ends many years of emotional abuse in home with psychological strategies. You can benefit from that because it is sweet to have a home where you wake up happy, you sleep happy, you wake up happy, you sleep happy. Not only that, you go out to the office happy, you come back without any fear at home. Oh, it's sweet. In fact, it makes your service to God interesting. It makes you to enjoy your money. It makes you to have good physical health because there is no marital stress in your life. Do you also know there are other reasons why Lulu's mother has kept on in this marriage, pushing on? And one of the reasons is that these children will suffer. The fear that another woman will torture these children. Another woman will come and bastardize these children. Oh, if she's not there. Because the truth on ground is, this woman's fear of what will befall the children is a big burden to her, because she doesn't have the financial capability to take these children away and take care of them. The fear, so she keep on enduring, from day in, day out. Day in, day out. At the time came when sleeping become challenge, and sometimes when she's sleeping, she has some nightmare as if the man want to beat her in the dream, and sometimes she even become unduly sad, especially when she remembered so many men, young men, when she was younger, who were wooing her, who were interested in marrying her, and some of them now are in US, are in the UK, are enjoying themselves with their different husbands. She remembered those days, and she remembered so many of the men she said no to, only saying yes to Lulu's father to become what she's experiencing now. Make her feel sad and disappointed, especially looking at her expectation in marriage, that she was expecting a happy home, beautiful home. Now looking at it now, she's psychologically disturbed. How many of you can relate with this now? As this presentation, as this program goes on, whether you are going through such, or you know somebody going through such, or you have gone through such before and you have gone through therapy and you are now having a happy home. How many of us can relate to that? You can put that in the comment section. That I know, I remember, I can relate to that. Because the truth on ground is that having a troubled marriage is not something you hide under your coat, under your gown, or cover with your heart. It is hellfire on earth, and it is beautiful to look for solution. It is beautiful to look for therapists, competent and licensed clinical psychologists trained in resolving issues in marriages. It goes a long way in helping, because a happy marriage is a sweet marriage, is a blessed marriage, is a marriage where God stays, where the children are saying, Daddy, I love you genuinely. Mommy, I love you. Darling, I love you. Because the truth on ground is, marriage can be sweet. Lulu's mom got into this unexpectedly, and it has affected her. See the implication on Lulu's now. A 28-year-old shattered professional who, in all ramifications, she has money, she was beautiful, and in career-wise she was doing well, but she's already having psychological wound, psych ache, constant worry, constant fear of what marriage can bring to her if she goes into it, especially looking at her own mom, what she suffered. She doesn't want that to happen to her. Fellow listeners, my viewers, and our beautiful, amazing audience, these are many other things that Lulu is going through, ruminating and going through her mind. In our next episode, we are going to look at Lulu. How can we help Lulu? What are some things, red flags, Lulu needs to watch out in any man that comes to her way? We're also going to apply it to our men, because some other men too are going through challenges that Lulu is going through. What are some red flags men need to watch out for in ladies that will help them to be able to marry rightly and enjoy their home and enjoy their marriage? It has been interesting all along as you follow us, and we are sure as you follow us, you are going to experience something. Who can tell me that thing? As you watch us, as you follow us, you will be experiencing goodness and mercy. It shall continue to follow you all the days of your life. So if you enjoy our content, please kindly share, kindly subscribe, kindly like our platform and recommend it for other people. There is solution here. We will still move forward into area of solution, but now it is important for us to create this awareness, psychological consciousness in whatever we are doing, either as an individual or among our family. It has psychological concomitant. It has psychological implication. Can you imagine what the grandfather of Lulu's father did to him affected Lulu's father? What Lulu's father did to Lulu's mom affected Lulu's mom negatively and also affecting Lulu. Can you imagine? Will Lulu also enter into another marriage that will also affect her? What could she do to ensure that her own marriage will be a paradigm shift, a positive one, an enjoyable one? We look forward to you joining us in our next episode as we dissect this point, dissect these dynamics, so that all of us can learn together and be psychologically minded. I am happy to know that you are there. I'm happy to see you there. Thank you for joining us. We'll meet again in our next episode. Until then, goodness and mercy shall follow all of us now and forevermore. Thank you for listening. You are all welcome and you are all appreciated. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'ams.